Here's the presentation ceremony.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are all set here for the presentation ceremony. Before we proceed, as always, time to thank our sponsors before we start the presentations. Micromax, Royal Stag Cricket Gear, Hero Motorcorp, Renault Duster, Cycle Agarbattis, Federal Bank, Zuari Cement, Servo and Daikin Air Conditioners. In the presentation party, well, we are one short of a cricketing 11 here. Mr. Krishna Satya, whole-time director, Zuari Cement Limited, is with us. Mr. S.G. Krishna, director, ITW Sports. Mr. P.C. John, executive director, Federal Bank Limited. Mr. Sanjeev Arya Ratnam, country manager, Micromax Sri Lanka. Mr. Roshan Tisera, CEO, Metropolitan Telecom Services. Mr. Kavalji Java, managing director, Daikin Air Conditioners India. Mr. Pavan Ranga, managing partner, Cycle Agarbattis. Mr. Kiran Ranga, managing partner, Cycle Agarbattis. Mr. Thilina Thenukun, executive committee member, Sri Lanka Cricket. And finally, Dr. Arun Sharma, managing director of Lotus Refinery. Our first award will be presenting the Zuari Cement's Asli Takat Ka champion of the match, $1,000. And this will be presented by Mr. Krishna Srivastav. And it's a $1 cash prize of 1,000, and this goes to Suresh Raina for his 34 crucial runs and setting up a decent target for Sri Lanka to chase. So Suresh Raina will come up and collect the Zuari Cement's Asli Takat Ka champion. Next up, we'll present the Royal Stag Make It Large Player of the Match, $1,000. Mr. S.G. Krishna will present this award, and this goes to Manoj Tiwari for that brilliant run out of Tishara and to ensure that India won in comfort that match. So Manoj Tiwari is the large player of the match, the Make It Large Player of the match. He's not large by any stretch of imagination. Mr. S.G. Krishna will present that award. Next up, we've got the Federal Bank Perfect Partnership of the match, $1,000 once again, and this will be presented by Mr. P.C. John, and this goes to Virat Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane for their 74 runs in that partnership at the top of the order. So Virat Kohli and Ajinkya Rahane, the Federal Bank Perfect Partnership of the match. Next up, if I can request Mr. Sanjeev Arya Ratnam to present the Micromax Man of the Match, $1,000, and he will also present the Man of the Match with the Micromax Funbook Pro 10-inch tablet. And our Micromax Man of the Match today, second consecutive time I think, is Irfan Pathan, the Micromax Man of the Match. Bit of a close contest with Virat Kohli, who once again was the top scorer, but I thought Irfan Pathan with his bowling broke the back of Sri Lankan batting and made that run chase very difficult indeed. So Irfan Pathan for his 3 wickets at the top, wickets of Mahela Jayawardena, Dilshan and Upul Taranga. So another good performance from Irfan Pathan. Wickets at the top of the order always helps.
Absolutely, it does. It does help. It does help bring down your economy as well, because Mahela was going great guns, and luckily we got the early breakthroughs, and it does help.
And it wasn't a massive score by T20 standards. It wasn't 180, 190 that you could feel comfortable with it. But once you got those 3 wickets, it seemed like 180, 190 for the Sri Lankans.
No, absolutely, but it's a big field as well. We knew that ball was swinging when Dhoni came out from the field. He said, ball was swinging. So if we keep at the right area, we're gonna get wickets, and if we get wickets, it's gonna be difficult for Sri Lankan batsmen, and that's what happened.
And quality of the batsmen at the top of the order, the wickets that you got were also good. They were not T20 wickets, getting caught at deep mid-wicket and long off and all that. So that must have delighted you.
Oh, absolutely, it brings my confidence quite up. I've obviously been working on my bowling a lot. For last 1.5 years, we have a good bowling coach. We had a good bowling coach before. We have a good bowling coach now as well. Working with him, it always helps. And he's been keeping eye after every match, and even in the nets as well. So things are working well for me. I just want to continue this performance.
Flight back home will be a lot more easy and relaxed than the flight coming into Sri Lanka, isn't it?
Absolutely. After a long time, that feeling's coming back. But God has been very kind to me. Things have turned around for me. But I want to make sure I don't get too hyped about it. The way I'm doing things so far, I want to continue that. Keep taking one match at a time, and let's see where the future takes me.
Well done, Irfan, and all the best for the rest of the season for you.
Thank you very much.
Always nice to see Irfan Pathan doing well. He's an honest trier for India. Next up, we've got the Daikin coolest player of the match. It's a check of US dollars 1,500. And he also gets a brand new Daikin ace, and this will be presented by Kamaljit Java. And that goes to Ashok Dinda, who ended up with 4 wickets, 3 in the last over, which is also a maiden over, by the way. So Ashok Dinda, for his 4 wickets, gets a brand new Daikin AC. Will help in the summers of Kolkata. Next up, we've got the Quality Performer Trophy, and this will be presented by Mr. Karan Ranga. And this is Saikal Agarbati's Quality Performer of the match, a check of US dollars 3,000, and that goes to one man who played some quality shots today, Virat Kohli. To your left, Virat, is a flashy bike, and that's going to be your prize for the player of the series. Although it was a short series of one match, it's still a prize that you have to take. For the player of the series is the Charisma ZMR, above all player of the series, who gets a brand new Hero Charisma ZMR bike. Mr. Thilina Thenakun will give away a check, first of US dollars 1,500, and then the bike for Virat to take. So that bike will keep company of the Renault Duster that you received 2 nights back. Next up, may I invite Mr. Mahela Jayawardena to come and have a chat with us, please. Got to ask you this, Mahela, 5-1 loss on this series, if you include the one-days, and the last time India was here, you lost 4-1. Before that also India won the one-day series. What's happening differently? Because you are a tough team to beat here in Sri Lanka for India.
Yeah, it is, I think, but the mistakes that we're making, it's quite tough to compete. I mean, even today I thought we came back into the contest. 150 was an achievable task. Keep losing wickets up front. The middle didn't consolidate, and even at the last 6 overs, we just had to score maybe 7.5, 8 runs and over, which we didn't even bat the 20 overs. So there are a lot of mistakes we're making. We need to try and control that.
Does it worry you as a team, on the international circuit, or it's just that India is getting the better of you in certain conditions?
Well, I mean, it's not a big worry. I think, we still are playing some really good cricket. It's just we need to get everyone together and, try and focus on the job in hand. Obviously, when you come across a team like India, it's tough because they are playing some really good cricket. But another day, we just need to make sure that, we come back strong and, execute our game plan much better.
Sri Lanka Premier League now for you?
Yeah, it is. It's going to start next week. Try and get a few days off and, get our mindset to play that. And then after that, the World Cups, which should be a good preparation for us.
All the best for that, Mahela.
Thank you. Thanks.
And hard luck for this tournament for Mahela Jayawardena. Next up, we've got the Daikin fan of the match who gets an autograph ball from the winning captain. And Dr. Arun Sharma will then present the match winner check of US dollars 2,000. And the winning captain happens to be, once again, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. For the 5th time in 6 matches on this series, on this trip. It's been a good start to the new season for Dhoni. Today I think you'll be really proud of your boys, isn't it? The all-round performance, batted well, bowled really well, and fielding also very sharp in the infield.
Yeah, overall I think we performed really well. In between we thought, in the middle overs we slowed down a bit because we thought it would be a high scoring game, just like the one day that we played over here. But I felt later, it was slightly different. The ball was swinging till the end of the 20th over, so it was not really easy to slog. So we thought maybe we are 10 or 15 runs short, and especially the way the Sri Lankan team started, we thought maybe that's the case. But I think the bowlers, they came back beautifully. They bowled in the right areas. It was important to take wicket, and that's what we did, and it was crucial. Those run-outs really count.
And your fifth bowler, which was a combination of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, also did well. I believe just 22 runs between them.
Well, that's a big plus point for us, because if you're looking to play with four specialist bowlers and the part-timers, it's important that, as a unit they bowl well. Okay, one or two of them will have an off day, but, in 4 overs, if they give the opposition 30 runs or, maximum 35 runs, we are still happy because our strength is having that 7th batsman in the side. So, quite happy with their performance. Hopefully it continues.
What's your reasoning for India's dominance over Sri Lanka in home conditions? I mean, Sri Lanka was such a difficult side to beat. I've been asking this question to everyone. Maybe you could give me an answer.
Well, I think the wicket has changed. I still remember the first time I came over here, the ball used to stop and it never used to come on to the batsman, and the spinners were really effective. Some balls used to turn, some balls, it just went away straight. Used to go away straight. So I thought once they relayed the wicket, the nature of the wicket became very different. The first series that we won, I thought, it was very toss-related series. If you win the toss, 70% of the game is in your hand. You bat first and score over 240 odd runs, you will win the game, and that's what really happened in that series. And I thought after that, it was again relayed, and this series we played at a few different venues, and I felt, our performance was good, though we came after a long break, but still, as a unit we performed well. Somebody took the responsibility in bowling and batting, and that's the reason why we have done well. But I think the way the wicket has changed over the years is something, where we have mastered our batting and bowling better than them, maybe.
That's a very good assessment of your performance. Thanks for that, MS, and well done today, and congratulations on winning the series.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni there once again ending up on the winning side. And of course, it's now time, ladies and gentlemen, to give away the Micromax Cup. And this will be presented by Sanjeev Ariyaratnam to Mahendra Singh Dhoni and the Indian team who win this T20 match as well. So Mr. Sanjeev Ariyaratnam will present the Micromax Cup to a beaming Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So Mahendra Singh Dhoni there, the winning captain, taking the Micromax trophy after winning the one-day series 4-1, an emphatic win over the hosts in this one T20 game. So well done, India. And it's time now to conclude our presentation ceremony with a thanks to all the presenters here with us. Thank you very much.
Well, India will feel pretty pleased with themselves. They've come over to Sri Lanka and they've beaten them convincingly in the one-day series and won in the one-off T20 that they played today, of course. They won in the absence of Sehwag and Zaire Khan, of course, two experienced campaigners. How much confidence will that give them going back home now, Tom?
Oh, look, I think they're used to a lot of traffic coming in and out of the side. So I don't think that was an obstacle at all for the team. If anything, it's a bit of a blessing when I think senior players move aside, because young players come in and sparkle. They really shine. We saw a brilliant piece of fielding from Tawari, at point, pouncing on a ball, direct hit, Pereira gone, big wicket that, but just it brings a different energy to the side. So I think, if anything, that's a bit of a blessing. It gives the younger players an opportunity to show their wares. We've talked over and over again about Irfan Pathan. He wouldn't have been in Sri Lanka if it wasn't for an injury. So look what it's done to his career at this point in time.